When I was a kid, I always wanted to know how those other pianists that I listened to got such big sounds. And I discovered that the more notes you push down at once, the bigger your sound is. Just makes sense, doesn't it? So today, we're going to be centrally located on the piano with both hands kind of in the middle. And so the right hand's going to take care of the melody part of Amazing Grace. The left hand is going to take care of the chords. But the right hand's going to be adding some of those chords in too, wherever we can, where it feels comfortable. And so I don't know that I would ever play Amazing Grace the same way twice. And so it's really difficult for me to stick with the music now because I automatically hear other chords that I like to put in there. So if that happens, I'm sorry. So I'll try to stick with it kind of close until we venture out a little bit. So anyway, let's get to it. So notice how close my hands are together. One's overlapping the other, and that's absolutely fine. This is really common in music. So here we go. We've got... Well, you played some notes that aren't in there. If you went back and just played what was there really close, yes, I did. So what did I do? Let's figure that out. Okay, so, and this is what you have to do. If you want your piano playing to go from boring to wow, you have to experiment, and it's okay to experiment here. So what we do is, so let's say if we start on D, so we've just got a basic G chord here, but both hands are really central. Okay, so I'm pushing, in my left hand, I'm doing a G, B, right hand's doing D, E, G. And now I'm just going to keep those chords in the right hand, but I'm going to move up to where my pinky is playing the melody. I'm still playing the G, B, D, E, G, and then B. Now let's change it to the augmented at Grace. Okay. Okay, so the left hand's just playing the augmented chord, G augmented. The right hand's just playing a B. And let's do sweet. Sweet goes to an E minor. I'm playing in the left hand an E, a G, but the right hand is playing a C, D, E, and a G. I'm playing 3 white notes at the same time with a G. And I'm going to keep that and just kind of creep down on it. Well, I let go of the D. Oh, that note wasn't in there, was it? At sound, it's just a G in the music. Now I've got an open G chord in the left hand. I've got a G and a D. But my right hand is playing an F sharp with the thumb, an A, no, yeah it was, F sharp, A, B, D. Sound, isn't that big and full? Saved because I want to. Same pattern we did at Wretch, I'm going to an A7. So I went to the 4th note in the D chord and resolved it to a D7. Okay, so that is how you figure out how to make a bigger sound. It's experimenting. It's trying a different chord in place of another one. Well, how do you know which chord to stick in to experiment with? You experiment. That's how you do it. Like, I used to spend a lot of time going, let's see, let's go Save the Wretch. So, maybe I want to do that. So I could go. So one sounds that you like the best is the one you use. So, and I did that a lot. Okay, so it's all about experimentation. So this week, hands close to the center of the piano keyboard. And you're going to have to give yourself permission to make a mess. It's going to be okay to not sound good, to even, like, that ain't even Amazing Grace, but it is. It'll get there. So a little at a time, this is what we do. And eventually, once we do these kind of things over and over, our body and brain just kind of get together. And I guess that's what they call muscle memory. And it just starts playing and you're not even thinking about it. You're thinking about what you're going to be doing tomorrow or something. And your body and brain just kind of take over. But you have to, it's like, I guess, like breathing. But you have to get there first. You have to put the work in first. That's how come piano teachers and music teachers say practice, practice, practice. But you need to also know that it's not just practicing the notes on the scale. It's practicing deviating from there. It's practicing making music yourself. Creating something uniquely you. And so that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to really work on putting some sounds and some, just if it's even just changing one note that you wouldn't normally put there or that wouldn't normally be in the music, go ahead and try it. If that's a challenge for you, then you absolutely need to do it. So this week, Amazing Grace, close to the center of the piano, add notes that aren't in the music and see what happens.